Hello, hello. I am coming to you to share. I just finished my first official Pilates class this go around, I should say. I have taken Pilates before in the past, and as I said, I was 306 plus pounds, right? And so now when I'm taking Pilates, I am at 234, and I'm so excited that I'm smaller because I can actually do more. Now, I will say, when I took Pilates, it was the summer a couple of years ago, and I worked my way up. I built my way up to knowing how to use that reformer and not feeling, sore and tired and all those things, practice over time. Now I can tell I can do so many of those moves. I am more flexible, and it's because I've been, doing some strength training and doing that Taibo and doing some exercises with my body weight before I even started this Pilates again. So there is a huge difference between doing this at 300 plus pounds and doing it right now. So I'm just excited for what's to come. Now, I did share when I was talking about it during my intro class, I recorded a video of my thoughts about it. And that instructor that I talked about, she was there today. And right away, she came up to me. She remembered me. You can tell she looked like something was different. And I told her I lost 70 pounds. She was happy for me with that. And, she just welcomed me. And she started saying my name again, pointing me out in the class. She started pointing me out and saying, either great job or joking around. And so, that's what I remember from her before. And I just thought, geez, oh man, I cannot fly under the radar if I wanted to. She was on me. But I felt so much better. Before she was always redirecting me and telling me how to, just correcting my form, which you need, right? Because you don't want to injure yourself. She didn't have to do that as much today. I was in there and I was doing it. So I am so proud of myself. So if you don't know what Pilates is, I'm going to try to insert a video just to show you. I didn't want to go in there asking to record. I did take a few pics, which I'll include here. You're like in an awkward position on that reformer. If you have a significant other and he sees what you're doing on that reformer, he's gonna love it. But at first, it just seems real awkward. So I try to sneak a little pic in there. But I want to respect people's privacy. So I'm not gonna go in there and ask to record and do all that, right away, right? Eventually, maybe I will. But, Pilates is the one I go to anyway. And I think they all are, because this is a smaller one. But it's intimate, right? It's intimate. And, you're working. I mean, I was working today. We focused on the core. It has that, sometimes the music sets the tone, right? Today, the music was a little bit more upbeat because we weren't really on that reformer a lot. We were only on that reformer for all of, I guess, 8 minutes. Maybe I'll say 8 to 10 minutes. We focused a lot on doing some strength training, right? Using your own body weight. They have bars, they call them. The bars have like weighted springs on there. And so we were doing a lot with arms, triceps, biceps. We did a lot with our, glutes, which I love that, right? The glutes, the thighs. We did a lot of inner thigh, core work, lots of core work. Anybody who goes to Pilates will tell you, besides stretching and flexibility, you really work on that core. We did some bridges, which, you're lifting your glutes up. But this was the first class I've been in that I can remember, even a couple of years ago, that we didn't really do a lot with the reformer and the legs and the work with with all that. If you know, you know. All right. So, but I loved it. I felt good. So now my challenge is, I was going to go to Planet Fitness. My daughter has a lot going on in her schedule. She's at summer camp. That's consistent, but she has appointments. She has play dates. She has birthdays. Stuff is going on with these kids more than me. So I was going to go to Planet Fitness and, shout out to the beautiful Mel to the B. She said to me, I don't know, Dee Dee, Pilates, it's a lot to do. And then to go over and do Planet Fitness, that might be too much. She's like, I can't even imagine. And so I thought of, as I thought about it, she's right. Because my initial plan was to go over there to Planet Fitness right after, because I'm in the exercise mode. Well, what was I thinking? I haven't done it in 2 years. I didn't remember. It's probably not the best thing, right? Because I'm already working out my muscles. So what I think I'm going to do is if I join Planet Fitness, it's going to be on those days I'm not going to Pilates. I ended up getting the 8-pack. And I'm going to share with you, for me, the 8-pack was $179 a month. And I know it's a 3-month commitment. It's expensive, but I gotta, pay for, I would buy something else expensive, so I'm gonna use the expense toward my health. And I thought about it hard and long, and I thought I really wanted to do the unlimited, which is what I did 2 years ago. I did not do the unlimited this time because, of the price. But anyway, with the discount, it was for the 8-pack, it was $179. I used I got a teacher discount. And so without that, I think it would have been $199 or two something. I can't remember. But anyway, the 8-pack means you get 8 classes per month, and they call them credits. I'll just do 2 times a week, and weeks I can't, you can always do more the next week. So anyway, I have 8 sessions a month. I plan to use that again, like I said, to spread it out 2 times a week. And then in between time, I'm going to decide. I don't know if I'm going to go to Planet Fitness or do my YouTube workouts that I've been doing pretty faithfully. And then I love that Taibo, so I'm going to try to get that Taibo in there. That gives me the kind of feeling strength with the kicks and the punches and all you're doing with Taibo, and it's cardio as well. So I think I'm going to do that. But I may still go to Planet Fitness. It's $25. And I was just thinking, do I want to add $25 when I'm paying almost $200 a month just for the 3 months? Because I won't continue it just because it doesn't fit into my schedule. They don't have childcare. It's only so many people. This is not like a regular gym. There's only so many people that could fit in this class. I want to say, I should have counted. They either have 5 or 6 reformers on either side of the room, which is a maximum of 12 people. Let's say it's 6. So it's not like a bunch of people can fit in there. So you're often on waiting lists. That's another thing. And that's another reason why I was going to get the Planet Fitness membership, just in case I didn't get in a class. But just like my experience before a couple years ago, every time I pretty much needed to get in a class and was on a waiting list, I was able to get in a class. And I'm experiencing that same thing. So right now I am feeling good. I really don't know what my next move is. I just know tomorrow I'm going to be doing some sort of exercise, but it won't be at Pilates again until Wednesday. So I'm trying to do Wednesday, Friday. But we shall see. We shall see. Because like I say, my daughter's schedule changes, which means my schedule changes. Before I go out of here, I just want to share with you this jacket I have on. I want to share with you this shirt. I don't know why I said jacket, but look at my shirt. It says, "Everybody is beautiful." Now, when I was going to Pilates some years ago, this shirt was tight, a little tight. Now, look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. I could wrap this baby up and do a whole lot of stuff with this shirt. But that just goes to show you what 70 pounds down, 70 plus pounds down will do. I am feeling good, onward and upward from here. So let me know in the comment section, have you tried Pilates? Did you think you were too big to be in Pilates? Because I hope I dispelled that. You do not have to be slim and trim. I will note, I was the biggest one in there today. It was a lady that was, maybe she weighed more than me, but her weight to me looked more distributed than mine. So maybe she was a little bigger than me, or maybe she wasn't. I don't know. I can't tell. But I'm going to go with, I think I was the biggest one in there. And guess what? I was in there and I was doing it. So you don't have to be small and slim and trim to go to Pilates. You really don't. Start where you are. If you're waiting until you get slimmer to go exercise, don't do it. Start where you are. Start today. If I can do it, and if I did it 2 years ago when there was I didn't even know anything about GLP-1s. If I could walk in there and do it at 300 plus pounds, you could walk in there and do it at wherever you're at. You can do it. If you need some motivation to pump yourself up, watch this video again. So I'm going to let you go. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it out, and better yet, do something with movement today. Let this motivate you to do something with movement. I won't say goodbye, but I'll see you in the next video. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.